Every Sunday, me and my wife Cheryl watch A New Hope, kind of a tradition we started. And this painting's a little bit different because I'm grabbing a coffee cup out of the cupboard here. And I found my old coffee from this Sunday. I've sat there for a couple of days because I'm trying to do a coffee stain painting. I don't know if you're familiar with what this is, but it's a real thing. So I got a Stormtrooper here. I'm doing some Star Wars stuff. And Cheryl, what do we got here on the page?
Well, it looks like you're doing your pencil work with your HB pencil. B as in boy, right?
B as in boy. But what's the image I'm doing?
That's a Stormtrooper.
I think this is from the New Hope, isn't it?
Looks like it.
It's the old style helmet. I mean, to me,
the original.
To me, Star Wars ended with the second movie.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire. We watched part of the third one last night. Revenge, right?
Revenge of the Jedi.
As soon as they hit the Ewoks, I was done. Anything past that, forget it.
See, and I don't think it's that bad. I don't think the third one is that bad. Our kids like the newer movies that, the prequels and stuff that came out since then. Keith is kind of a purist, though.
Well, I mean, basically, they turned it into a Muppets movie. I mean,
with the Ewoks?
And Empire has a Muppet in it, but at least it's well done. But when you start giving me Ewoks, then it turns into a kids movie, and you just lost me right there. Plus, I think some of the effects in the third movie are kind of cheeseball.
I don't think they aged necessarily all that well.
And don't get me going on anything past that, the prequels. Anyway, I'm talking about my painting. I'm doing the washes with coffee. It's actual coffee. It's a real thing. I don't think I've ever done it before. I was kind of worried it wouldn't be dark enough to stain the paper, but I went over it a few times. It didn't look too bad. I didn't do coffee wash for the whole thing. I did use some actual ink wash later on, as you'll see. But I wanted to change things up, give you guys, my fan club out there, a chance to try something different. Now, I did choose Star Wars here because it's kind of clickbaity, because I think maybe I want to get some more people looking at my page. And what's more clickbaity than a Stormtrooper shooting his gun, right?
He probably missed.
Probably missed. So let's talk about Star Wars that we watch every Sunday night. What's your favorite parts of it?
Well, I remember, when it originally came out in 77, right?
77.
Right. And I can remember, the kids in my class, like, there was a couple boys in my class who had a lot of the action figures, and I specifically remember a kid named Brett, I think, had Luke Skywalker's, what's his speeder? His speeder, yeah. And the one that he uses to chase after R2-D2, and it had sounds with it, so it made the sound of it, traveling, and then it also said, "There's a droid on the scanner, dead ahead." I don't know why I remember that, because it was like third grade, but I specifically have that memory.
So was that during the Sand People part?
Yeah, that's right before they met the Sand People.
Okay, my favorite parts of the movie, I think, are towards the beginning. When it gets towards the part where Luke is in the garbage pit, it kind of loses me for a bit. I think that scene was kind of added to make it a little bit longer.
I'm not real appreciative of all the things that were added to the original after the fact, like some of the stuff in Mos Eisley and that kind of stuff, the cantina scene, and right before they go into the cantina, they added some extra stuff. And then when the stormtroopers land and they're like, "Look, sir, droids," they didn't originally have those big dinosaur-looking things that they were riding.
Well, I think they did, but back then they were props.
Yeah.
I think in the original there was a prop there, but I wish he would have left it alone.
Right.
But I do like the imagery. I like the character design. When the movie came out, I was a little kid, but I was like 16 years old, so I was able to work in the theater, and I got to show the movie. And I actually brought a tape recorder to the theater and put it on next to the speakers, and I was able to record the movie, which what's called piracy nowadays.
Piracy,
right? So
yes.
I was the early pirate of this movie. So I took it home as a 16-year-old and listened to it, and it was pretty dang cool. And I had the toys, I had the cards, and all that stuff.
What's interesting now that we're adults, and nearing retirement age, now we're collecting those toys again.
Yeah, we actually have a shelf dedicated to Star Wars and to Star Trek as well.
Star Trek, too, yeah.
But okay, this is the part of the painting where I need to ask everybody to like and subscribe.
Hit the bell.
And put your thumbs up and say something. Because anytime you guys interact with my videos, YouTube goes nuts.
Let us know what your favorite part of Star Wars A New Hope is. What's your favorite scene? I particularly enjoy the cantina scene.
I do too. I think the character design there is pretty good. It's the whole scene is actually pretty good. Don't get me going on the scene where Luke and Leia jump across the chasm. That's my.
Let's not talk about that.
Well, maybe it's on a different video. Yeah. So right now I'm kind of putting in some more of my ink washes here. I didn't go full black. I left it a little bit gray, but I think it turned out pretty good for my first attempt at doing some Star Wars. And if you guys like this, let me know, and I may try another one. All right? So thanks for showing up, Cheryl, and I appreciate it.